All right, let's talk about a true superstar of Taiwanese street food, salt and pepper chicken. And as you're about to see, this isn't just another fried snack. Oh no, it's a crunchy, delicious deep dive into a whole cultural philosophy. And yeah, we're starting with this because it's absolutely crucial. We're not just talking about a recipe here. We're talking about a belief system, a late night craving and a national icon all fried up into one perfect bite-sized piece of magic. If you've ever found yourself walking through a Taiwanese night market, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Before you even see the stall, your nose just picks up this signal. It's this amazing mix of hot oil, spicy garlic, and that unmistakable scent of fried basil. It's basically an aroma that acts like a GPS, locking onto you and just pulling you in. You know you're close to something really, really good. So what is this stuff officially? Well, the name is Yan Sluji, which literally means salt crispy chicken. But honestly, that simple name, it just doesn't do it justice. It doesn't capture the history, the culture, or the pure joy this dish represents. It's the first clue that there's so much more going on here. Now, you might be thinking this dish has some ancient imperial origin story, but nope, this superstar was born right on the streets. It came directly out of the energy of Taiwan's big economic boom and the rise of its incredible night market culture in the back half of the 20th century. Let's kind of track its journey, right? Back in the 1970s, it started out super simple, just little pieces of fried chicken. But then the 80s hit and boom, the basil revolution. Someone added fried basil, that divine touch that gave it a flavor ID you just can't mistake. And from the 90s on, the stalls basically exploded into what we see today, these giant fried food department stores with a crazy amount of choices. Okay, but how do they get that perfect taste and texture every single time? Well, it is definitely not an accident. It's actually a pretty precise culinary science, a kind of golden alchemy that involves the marinade, the coating, and of course, the frying. There are really three secrets to getting it right. First, it all starts with the marinade. You can think of it like a delicious yoga class that gets the chicken all tender and juicy. Then there's the batter, which uses a very specific key ingredient for that signature crunch. And finally, you've got the double fry, a make or break technique for that crispy but not greasy finish. And here it is. This is the secret weapon, the flour. See, unlike a lot of Western-style fried chicken that uses regular wheat flour for a flaky crust, Yan Suji needs coarse sweet potato flour. It creates a totally different texture. We're talking a hard, almost granular shell that literally shatters when you bite it, and it locks in all that moisture. It's a game changer. This whole process is perfected with the two-stage fry. So the first time in the oil, it's at a lower temperature. That's all about cooking the food through to the middle. The second fry is a super quick blast at a much higher heat. And what this does is it actually forces the excess oil out while making the outside unbelievably crisp. It's pure science you can taste. All right, so now we get to the modern experience, which is just as important as how it's cooked. See, ordering salt and pepper chicken today, it's not just buying food. It's an exercise in freedom. It's a whole journey of personal expression. Every single time you step up to that stall, you're faced with this fundamental question. You've got dozens of options spread out in front of you, so what are you going to choose? That happy little struggle of trying to decide, that is a huge part of the fun. I mean, just look at this selection. It really is a department store of ingredients. Of course, you've got the classic chicken, but then there's squid, green beans, sweet corn, tempura. You can even get adventurous with stuff like chicken hearts. It's like a buffet where every single item is just waiting to get that golden, crispy treatment. And the customization doesn't even stop there. There's a whole secret language you can use with a vendor to get your order just right. Asking for little spicy gets you chili powder to cut through the richness. Extra garlic gives it a wild, pungent kick. And here's a pro move, asking them to fry it longer if you are a true crunch fanatic. Every single order can be totally, uniquely yours. So when you put all of this together, the history, the science, the incredible variety, it just becomes so clear that salt and pepper chicken is way, way more than just a delicious snack. It's really a golden symbol of Taiwanese culture itself. At the end of the day, this one dish, in all its crispy glory, really is a golden microcosm of the culture that created it. It tells you the story of Taiwan. So what is that story? Well, its history perfectly mirrors Taiwan's rapid growth. The science behind making it shows this incredible dedication to the craft of flavor. And maybe most important of all, that amazing freedom of choice, the ability to create your own perfect combo, that reflects a culture that really, truly values personalization and individual expression. Which, brings us right back to that philosophical question at the very heart of it all. Whether you're all about the chicken or the squid or the green beans or a mix of everything, your choice is a little piece of you. So the only real question left is, what's in your perfect order?